Crazy question, man. It's an interesting coincidence.
月光骑士降临漫威电影宇宙，奥斯卡曾扮天启直呼巧合。
Steven, there he is. Hello, man in the mirror. I know you're scared. A bit, yeah. I know you're confused. You weren't supposed to see any of this. What are you? Sure you want to know?
漫威最新影集《月光骑士》找来奥斯卡艾萨克饰演人格分裂的超级英雄，一下是温和的礼品店员史蒂芬，突然又变成前佣兵马克。剧中挑战不同口音机演出的他，受访时开心分享演出心情。
Very exciting to share this with all the fans, and feels like such a special opportunity. When it first came my way, I was excited, but also I wasn't sure because I had just done Star Wars and I had done these kind of bigger films, and I kind of wanted to go back to more psychological, character-driven stories. And then when I found that there was room to make a character-driven psychological story in the world of the MCU, I just thought that was a really exciting opportunity. It was a process. At first, I asked if we could just not do Mark and Steven on the same day. In fact, really, for a while, it felt like the first month and a half, maybe 2 months, I basically just stayed with Steven. And slowly, as I got more of a handle on Mark, I started to get a little more comfortable being able to switch during the same week, and then eventually on the same day, and eventually in the same scene. So it was a process of getting more mentally flexible and physical between the two. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it would just be, I do a small meditation and I come home to my wife and 2 kids, and they're very quick to take me out of the movie world.
Am I like some sort of secret agent? It's a little more complicated than that.
Yeah, I was at home, I started just thinking about him, and then I started playing with the character, and I started doing it for my kid, and he just liked me switching between that and dad voice and Steven voice, and so he kept asking me to do it, and it was just nice to see them light up. For me, the mental health aspect of it was the most important thing, and to make sure that everything connected to that, and that really the whole story is a journey of someone integrating the different parts of their existence together, and that's really the only way to live a healthy life. Once you have found out that you have dissociative identity disorder, it doesn't go away, but you find a way to integrate those things so that everyone's working together. And so that was a really important part of the story. It's unfortunate that it's still a bit taboo to talk about it, and people don't want to admit it. But it's just like, having high blood pressure or having a problem with any other organ. Sometimes, your brain is not, working for whatever reasons in the ways that you want it to. And there shouldn't be any shame about that. And so I think that the fact that we get to talk about these things on such a huge, popular, mainstream stage is a great opportunity. I got artwork from all the different comics, and I made them very big, and I posted them all around my trailer. So anytime I would go in, surrounded by all that imagery, and that just helped to stay in the world. Mark Spector is a trained ex-mercenary and an ex-boxer as well. So we talked a lot about the way that he would fight, the way that he stands. He's also someone that doesn't deflect a lot, especially when he's in the suit. He's someone that takes a lot of punches as well. But the other aspect is that he's, something that it talks about in the comics is that he's so difficult to fight because he's completely unpredictable. And that's because sometimes the other personalities can take over. And so that's something that we talked about as well, that when Steven comes in, there's something that's a little bit wilder about it because Steven doesn't really know how to fight. And so he's just reacting a lot more. And that makes for a very dynamic physical character.
So you were in the X-Men film play Apocalypse. Since MCU opens the concept of multiverse, every universe linked. So what if Apocalypse means Moonlight, and they both are God from Egypt? What will it happen?
That's a crazy question, man. I don't know. I guess it's going to be a very busy week for me if I have to play all 4 of them. I hope not. But it's true. It's an interesting coincidence. It wasn't the Egyptian part that got me, even though it's very interesting. It's an interesting coincidence.
I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams. It must be very difficult. The voices in your head. There's chaos in you. Embrace it.